Well, I guess we got to start. Starting with, actually, we're going to start with Jennifer, who is our newest member, member number 17. And like I said, once we get to 20, we will start a members only live stream. Sorry, non members, but got to do something for them. Anyways, Chris with the $4.20 super chat. Thank you, Chris. Only likes. Oh, it won't take long to change that, especially with today's topic of scammers in the hobby. Let's see. I gotta check my microphone level. This is all stuff that I normally do like a minute or two before I go live. Looks good. But we starting early, so we're starting early. Thanks to Chris. Everyone thank Chris. We started 2 minutes early. That means I get to end 2 minutes early, right? All right, well, first let's say hello to Chris. V-Stag, hello, Tampa Tom, Mr. Science Geek, Gerson, Smeal, Lee, hello. Psychotic Aquatics, hello. Minuteman, 941, hello. Rob, Big D Smoke, Brian, Flynn Buddy, Ken, RJ Riz, Nathan, Mike, hello. Fish Tank Barn, Lumpy Dog is in the house. Mob Guppy, Mr. Science Geek, I already got you. And Scottish Aquatics. What do you think about next weekend? I don't think I have much planned for next weekend. We'll come and do the new Scottish Aquatics fish room and I guess animal room now tour. Bob is a scam. Under his hat is Chuck Norris. Nope. Although I feel like now I could probably beat up Chuck Norris because he's like 90. Maybe. Probably not, though. Who am I kidding? JMA says, how do you become a member? So there is a fee associated with it. I'm not trying to, get you guys to spend money. I should delete that chat. But it's just for people who want to show support. There should be like a little join icon somewhere. And, yeah. Anyways, 2 minutes early means 30 minutes late to the end. I'm lurking for a few. How's everyone doing? No, you can't. I'm not gonna stop early. So yeah. Let me get a drink first. So I have actually been scammed in this hobby. My second ever purchase on Aquabid. I never got sent the items, and what was really bad is it was like some moss. I don't even remember what type of moss. But it was only like $6, and then the guy messaged me, and he's like, hey, for $20, I'll give you all of this. And he showed a picture of all this moss. I'm like, all right. So I sent him another $20. And then he was like, hey, for another $20, I'll send you all these plants as well. And at that point, I was like, man, you're pulling my leg. And yeah, he was. So he got like 26 bucks out of me. It was a $26 lesson. But, you learn and you move on. But more importantly, we got this company this weekend that is pretty unbelievable. And I'm just going to pull it up here. I can't pull it up on my computer or I'll get a blue screen of death. But some of you guys may have seen this. I shared it in my community tab. So if you want to know what company it is specifically, you can check it out there. But it's Coast Gem USA. And we are calling out this company because they're pretty much stealing. Well, not pretty much. They are stealing copyrighted content from breeders, other creators, and then they're basically taking pictures and then advertising those fish on their Facebook group. I don't even know if they have a website, but they have a Facebook group. They have Instagram, and they're stealing these pictures and saying that, hey, we have this fish for sale. And yet, so there's this guy, first of all, there's this guy on Instagram called Frank's Bettas or something like that, who has like 50,000 followers. And he's a breeder, and they're stealing his photos. So he messaged him and was like, hey, these are my photos. Can you take it down? And they're like, okay, we'll take it down. And then they never take it down, right? And they're stealing videos off of YouTube and calling them their own. Basically calling them their own fish. And, which obviously they're not. Now, you can go on to their Yelp, and they have lots of really good reviews, which is surprising that a company, it's not surprising that they have a lot of good reviews. It's just surprising that they would resort to this when they seem to be pretty well liked in person. Like their actual physical location is really good reviews. So anyways, I'm pretty sure it's Frank Bettis. I'd have to relook. There's screenshots of everything, but send them an email, and they're like, hey, we just Google images that best represent our fish. But when you go, like, one of their posts had, like, you know, award-winning cichlids, and they're showing videos of the cichlids, and then somebody asks, like, you have this exact cichlid in your store? They're like, no, we don't. Okay, but you're advertising selling that cichlid, and you don't have it in your store, and you don't have it online for sale. And so yeah, so anyways, all this crap goes on this weekend. Everyone's like blasting them for stealing pictures, and then they respond. This was their response, and this is what kills me. They could have just been like, oh, I'm sorry, we won't use pictures anymore. We'll take the 2 seconds it takes to take a photo on our cell phone and upload it. Instead of just doing that, they said, the people accusing us of stealing photos are scammers. So now they're calling these breeders and importers and everyone else that has these award-winning fish, they're calling them scammers, even though they themselves are the scammers. And so yeah, that's at that point, it's like, that's pretty ridiculous. And then there's people who are like, oh, stealing photos is not that big a deal. It is a big deal. It's retarded. In this day and age, when it takes 2 seconds to take a photo and upload it to Instagram or Facebook and say, here is the fish we have for sale, you got to be doing something wrong. If you're going out of your way, it takes more work to Google an image and find one that looks like your fish than to just take a picture of the fish that you have. Like, why wouldn't you just take a picture and upload it? I don't understand. So yeah, so people are leaving a lot of bad reviews. They're deleting the reviews. They're deleting comments. They're banning people left and right. And it's weird that there's still companies out there like this when social media is so huge. And there's others. I'm sure everyone in this chat has been scammed one way or the other, or bought something that never got shipped out. But I think it's important. It does not take me 2 seconds, but it is a big deal. Well, no, it doesn't take Jimmy 2 seconds. Well, I've seen you take pictures that take like 2 seconds, and then you spend like 3 hours editing them. But the actual picture. Anyways, Jimmy, you know what we're talking about here. Can't see chat popping off. I can't type that fast. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to chat. I'm just ranting. I wonder if they pay for reviews like PetSmart. Well, you could tell as soon as they started getting all these like negative reviews, like you could tell that all these other people show up and they're like, oh, this place is great. This place is awesome. So they definitely have like their core of supporters, which is fine. Like, you know, I would think that if people attacked me somewhere, people would be like, oh no, he's not that big of a douche. He's only kind of a douche. So they're going to have their supporters. We all have our supporters. But I think it's important that these people are called out publicly. I feel like there's a lot of creators that have like negative experiences with companies. And I'm not even talking about this company anymore. But I'm not sure why creators are so afraid to call out companies for doing shady stuff or just stupid stuff in general. You see it all the time in these videos, like, oh, I had a bad experience, but I don't want to put the company out there. And maybe that's why all companies hate me. Like, companies practically refuse to do anything with me because maybe I've trashed them at some point. But it's easy. Don't do stupid stuff, and you won't get bad reviews. I guess. I don't know. A common scam is aquatic plant seeds on Amazon or eBay. That's just grass seeds. Oh man, on Wish, if you go to Wish, those seeds are everywhere on the Wish app. It's ridiculous. So what is your recourse in this situation? Well, so I reported them for copyright infringement, as I hope everyone who was involved this weekend did. But all their social media I've reported for copyright, because it is copyright, and they don't even deny it. They admit it, and then they attack the people whose photos they're stealing, which is ridiculous. People are gonna get tired of hearing my nothing channel. So I'm just gonna stop here, catch my breath, and read some comments here. Hey Bob, just got some amazing killifish for the pally. I saw that. I did see that. Lurking, I think I'm at like 17 likes. And I think I'm like, yeah, Jeff. Yeah, I've been going in there and I've been liking all the reviews. They've deleted my comment. And it wasn't even like a negative review. I just said, hey, you guys have a busy weekend deleting comments or something like that. Of course, they deleted it. I didn't get banned, but they are banning a lot of people as well. Anyways, now Jimmy hates me because I said taking pictures takes 2 seconds. Don't be stupid. Best advice I ever got. Yeah, seriously, it's like the Dwight advice. What did he say? Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? If the answer is no, then I do not do that thing. Something like that, right? Anyways, just don't be stupid. Which, I mean, I've done so many stupid things in my life, and I will continue to do stupid things in my life. But hopefully, I'm not doing it at the expense of others. That's the idea. You definitely got some huevos to be attacking people's whose photos you're stealing. Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't even call it huevos, man. It's just stupidity. Just stupidity. You know, you're taking somebody, you know, and you can look at the comments. Like, there's other people that are like, oh, it's not that big deal to steal photos. It's not hurting anyone. But when obviously someone like Frank's Bettas, who's like, this is his life. This is his livelihood. He spent how many decades and how many generations is he in his fish breeding to get these fish, and to just like downplay it, like it's not that big deal to steal his work that he's been working on for years or decades. You know, it's not that big a deal. That's just ridiculous. I guarantee you that the people that say that, if they ever took the time to build up something on their own and then someone else was stealing it, they'd probably have a problem with it. I mean, just gonna go out on a limb. They would have a problem with it. Yeah. So Ray says I couldn't even pay for Shutterstock photos that they took so they could get the watermark removed. Exactly. That was the example that I posted on my community tab on YouTube. Has the Shutterstock image, or the Shutterstock watermark on the image. Like, they're not even. Well, I mean, they don't deny it. They admit it. So why would they even remove that? But I don't know. I feel like if I paid for a fish that they were advertising, and here's the thing though, they advertise these fish as one of one. Each fish has a specific number assigned to it. So the only people that do that are people that are selling like one of one fish. It's not like you're buying a neon tetra and there's 1,000 of them. You're buying that one specific coloration of that one betta or flower horn, whatever it may be. It's the same in the reptile world. People have specific numbers for specific animals, and that's what they're doing, except the photos they're just stealing off of Google Images or wherever they find them. So we'll see. I'm sure nothing's going to happen of it, but have I ever kept eclipse catfish? No. But I feel like people are going to like be pretty vigilant about this company, especially for coming back and then attacking the people that they're stealing from. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim, essentially. Wait, I thought my neon tetra was one of a kind. See, you probably bought it for this place. But anyways, like, I wish that more creators would come out. I mean, I think there's a lot of creators that are like, oh, I don't want to badmouth this company because I hope to get some free stuff from them in the future. And if I badmouth them now, I'm not going to get free stuff with them. I think a lot of that is going on. I'm not saying everyone is like that, but I think that's like a fear that creators have. And I don't really care about getting free stuff. And I just call people out. It's like the Aquatic experience when they left 1 million betta fish, just left them at the show. You know, I called them out. I emailed them. They didn't respond to emails. And so I was like, all right. And it should be fun when I go there next year, because I am going to go. I know I said originally that I'm never going to go back, but now I want to go back, and I'm going to cause some problems. Believe me. Did you get your terrarium leak fixed? No, I just lowered the water level so it wouldn't leak over for now. It's going to take some time. Had a pretty busy weekend this weekend. I got new fish coming in this coming weekend. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a week or two. So right now they just don't have that deep of water. It's still deep enough. They can still hide in it. And when I get to the point of adding plants is probably when I'll figure that out. I don't think it's actually leaking though. I think it's going up and over through the moss. Um, that just makes more sense to me. Arizona Aquatic Garden is a ripoff. So many bad reviews. That is another company that I think we talked about that like last week or the week before, where Zenzo bought some. Yeah, yeah, we know Trevor's a scammer because he chargebacks all these super chats I get, but he waits till I get paid by YouTube, and then he goes and disputes them and charges back, and then I have to repay all these. So yeah, that's such a big scammer, that guy. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. Mile High Plecos with the $50 super chat. FYI, I am a scammer. I apologize for my sin. All is forgiven here, my friend. All is forgiven. Except, Trevor, those Plecos I linked you totally look like $3.97. And they're only $15. The L397. I don't care what you say. I am colorblind though, so that might have something to do with it, but I don't know. They all look black and white to me. Yes, Arizona Gardens is bad. Yeah, I just, I don't know why creators are so afraid to call out companies. That's just the only thing I can think of, is that, they don't want to ruin their chances of getting free stuff. But, I don't want free stuff. I'll take free stuff, but I asked for a lot. What was it, like 2 years ago? I think maybe a year and a half ago. I don't know if you guys remember the whole Fluval like bug bites promotion that Fluval did. And it was the same time that I was doing like my big push for Tanks for Teachers. But they emailed me and they were like, hey, if you make a video on bug bites, we'll send you a Fluval FX4. We'll send you a bunch of free, obviously for free. And then they'll send me a bunch of food and some other crap. Not crap. Their stuff is nice, but I was like, well, I don't really care about this. I don't care about your canister filter. I don't care about that. But if you want to send me a tank that I can donate to, a teachers or my Tanks for Teachers program, I'll do that. And they were like, no. So I was like, all right, well then I don't want your free crap. So I didn't take their FX4. I didn't take their bug bites. And FX4, that's like a $200 filter. And so I'm really like anti-free stuff. And I don't know, if I want to buy something and review it, then I'm gonna give you like like half the stuff I review is a bad review. Let's be honest. Like the Zoomed cage that I unboxed, that was a bad review. Although that turtle filter I got a couple of weeks ago, that was really nice. That was a really nice filter for $13. The one that was in my last video. I don't know. I don't know why creators are afraid to call out companies, but they are. Everyone's saying hello to Candy. I love getting free stuff, but I love no content YouTube channels. I'm anti-free junk I'm not going to use. Yeah, and the crazy thing is like, so they wanted to send me an FX4 and all this other stuff, and like, I just asked for one of their nano tanks, which was like half the price of an FX4, and they were like, nope. I was like, all right. Turtle Girl, hello. Turtle Girl says free stuff is never actually free. You still got to take time to do reviews or whatever. Yeah, and then there's creators that take the free stuff and never do the reviews, and then that just gives us all a bad name. So I don't know what's going on, but that's just easier. It's easier to not to take the free stuff and just do what you want to do. So yeah, free stuff is usually never free. Good, how are you? Lisa's Fishbowl Life says, good, how are you? I don't know who you're talking to, but I hope you're doing well. Need more thumbs up here from Friday Fishbacks. Thank you, Ron. Ron's coming down for the AGA, and while I'm not going to AGA, if there's any like after dinner get-togethers, I would probably drive down for that, but I can't be gone a whole weekend. Bob's special secret snake oil, limited quantities, so order now. That's what I should. I wonder, like, if I just put snake oil, steal someone's snake oil picture, and sold it, I wonder how many people would buy it. Leslie's Fish Room, do you have an Instagram account that you use? Friday Fish Fact says, yes, sir. So yeah, anyway, so I'm just ranting because this is like 2 companies in a row, the Arizona Aquatic Gardeners, and then now this Coast Gem company. I tell you, hopefully it doesn't become a trend. I really like those puffer fish in the background. They are fast. Yeah, Amazon puffers are really nice. That's what they are. They're just Amazon puffers. They're community safe. Are you eating pie for dinner? Yeah, no, I'm hoping to have some chicken wings, but we'll see. Any off-the-wall websites you order fish from? I really want to get some rare tetras in the future. So most of my fish come through my local fish store. I do buy from breeders, and like all my Tanganyikans I buy from a breeder in Arizona. His website is, I'll just type it in, www.cichlidlovers.com. He has all African cichlids, but I buy my Tanganyikans from him. His name is Alan. Really, really good quality fish. Yeah, cake and pie. Actually, I did have cake last weekend. Product reviews for brisket? No. Like so I do like, and if there's a good product, you know, I'll just buy it on my own, essentially. Raise Aquaria, I just sent you a message on Instagram. Lisa's Fishbowl Live says, Amazon puffers are community tank safe. Yes, they are in with, you see the rummy nose tetras there. There's Bolivian rams in there as well. Yes, absolutely community safe. But they're one of those fish that you want to buy like one of and only have one, or you want 6 of them. Like having 2 of them just wouldn't work out. Oops. I dropped what I was fidgeting with. Now I gotta find something else. Joel, hello. What's going on, buddy? Jamie says, I just finished some key lime pie. Hey, the fact that I don't eat pie just means there's more pie for everyone else. I am not taking your portion of the pie. Susie Q Aquatics is here. Hello. I put my first 2 fish-related videos out. Nothing much, but something. Hey, that's how you got to start, Tech Turtle. You just got to start somewhere. RJL just hit the $1 per gallon sale. New 75-gallon waiting for my lazy self. I actually broke down 2 tanks last weekend, and it felt pretty good. I'm going to be honest. Just going, they were 2 20-gallon longs, and just going from like lots of small tanks to more larger tanks. So anyways, I don't know why I brought up that story, but I did. Friday Fish Facts, that's good. Thank you. Congratulations on monetizing. Keep up the good work, my friend. Yes, Friday Fish Facts is now monetized. CM Harper 50. I recently, before I got my 40-gallon reef, bought a coral on eBay, and well, never got it. Oh well, I reported them, but nothing ever came of it. Hopefully you got your money back. I wish I remember what type of Anubias. It was like Anubias Pinto or something. Not one of like the super common ones off of, not Wish, but it was some other site or app like Wish. And it took like 2 months to get here. And by the time I got it, it was just like a bag of brown mush. But it was only like, it was $3 with shipping. So I was like, even if I get screwed over, it's still worth it. Like, just to try, you know? Maybe I would have got lucky and I would have found a sweet source for some $3 Anubias. But no, it took like 2 months. I bought something else weird from China recently that I never got, but that was only like $12. It was like orchid bark or something, some weird random thing. I don't even know why I was looking for it, but it never came. But those are the only 2 bad experiences from ordering overseas. Oh my god, I have to get one. Yes, and they're fairly inexpensive for puffers too, depending on size, like $20 to $30. I think I've even seen like super duper small ones for like 15. I ordered some fish on eBay and waited on the shipped email. Never got it, but they showed up on my porch today. Yeah, and that can sometimes be a problem with USPS. Their tracking is not that great. Steenfott Aquatics, you should do a whole video on ordering crap from Wish. I was ordering a bunch of crap from Wish. Like, I actually went through the whole process. The problem is you have to pay shipping on each individual item. Like, I had like 20 of these and 30 of those and 100 of these and a whole bucket full of those, and like I had like 70 some items that were all like $1 each, and I had to pay like $6 shipping on every single item. I was like, what kind of load of crap is this? So yeah, that was my experience with Wish. Never going back. Oh, AliExpress, I think, was another one that I was gonna try, but those, you got to order stuff there by like the pallets, like pallet size orders from AliExpress. So I didn't do that either. I was gonna try to buy just a ton of LED lights, but I had to buy like, I think the minimum order was like $5,000, and I was like, oh, I don't need $5,000 in LED lights. With the Amazon puffer, how often do you have to feed crunchy stuff like snails? I would make snails definitely a staple of their diet, but they'll eat bloodworms too. But you definitely want snails in there. Creative pet keeping, you've got great taste. What? I just made Penang curry for the first time. I made it too spicy. I'm dying. Send help. I don't even know what that is. Keeping curry. Oh, keeping curry. Creative pet keeping. Curry is my favorite food. I'm bummed I sent out 12 shrimp and only 4 survived shipping. I guess too soon in the season. Were they Neos? I'm curious. I'm just curious what kind they were. But yeah, that does kind of suck. You can order less on AliExpress. Yes, but to get the super cheap pricing, it helps to buy the pallet. You buy sponge filters on there. Well, like, you can already get sponge filters pretty cheap from like eBay. So I don't know. It depends on how much they are. My Hyplecos is sleepy. Sorry, I'm putting you to sleep, my friend. But that's kind of what I do. I put people to sleep. Hit the line button, please. I don't like it when Candy has to yell. Hit the like button. The Aquarium Cowboy. Howdy, guys. Well, howdy, partner. DPK Fish Aquariums. What's going on, my friend? Angelo's Fish Tanks. Hello. That sucks, Joseph. Says Aquascaping 101. Matt says, I've wanted an Amazon puffer for my 75-gallon plant community for a while, but I have no good source of snails, and I always have bad luck breeding them. Boy, I know a lot of people that wish they had that problem. Here I go. I'm back. I get my sponge filters on Amazon. I think my last order of sponge filters came from eBay. My intake sponge filters now I get from Aquarium Co-op, because when I buy them online, they have the hole that goes all the way through, and I don't like that. The Aquarium Co-op intake sponges are plugged on one end. Anyone else streaming after Bob? Maybe Mr. Science Geek. He's been streaming after me lately. Ultimate Fish Keeping Show says, Steenfott Aquatics, I'm away to bed now. It's 1:26 in the morning. Thank you very much for the live chat. Have a good week. Take care, sir. Well, thank you, Ultimate Fish Keeping, for stopping by. Hope you sleep well. I wish I had bad luck breeding snails. Yeah, I got a ton of snails right now. I got so many snails on my planet of 125. I was actually thinking of ordering pea puffers, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to get, for my 125, I'm going to get peacock gudgeons, because I think those will be pretty sweet. Steenfott Aquatics, Ray's Aquarius says, have you had any more issues with your paludarium? Nope. And the planted side is starting to dry out. I did make the mistake of turning off the heat lamp. Luckily, it only went like a day before I noticed it. So yeah, they only went a day without a basking spot, which is not that big a deal, because it's still in the 70s in my fish room. Jimmy McDonald says, I check Aquarium Co-op. If my LFS doesn't have what I'm looking for, then I go to Amazon. DPK Fish, haven't seen it in a while. He's around. I see him. He's pretty active on Instagram, if you have Instagram. What else we got? Met Dealer, I go every 2 weeks and then get about 20-30 at each store. Yeah, a lot of stores, well, I guess I shouldn't say a lot of store, but I know I used to have a local fish store that has since shut down, but they used to just give away snails. Have I thought about the Empire Gudgeon? I have, but the Peacock is the only one available to me right now. But yes, I have thought about that. I've thought about getting some Pandagara. Pandagara would be for algae eating, though. I wouldn't obviously get Peacock Gudgeons for that. Ultimate Fish Keeping says, my pleasure, thank you. No, thank you. Bracken, they're small, but I'll try to put the webcam on them. Lowlife says, yo dog, what you got on my fish pics? Get out them pockets. What? Oh, man. What else we got going on here? My Huplico says, I have an LFS that wants to buy my ram's horns. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've been dealing with the wife and kiddo car accidents therapy, but trying my best to stay active in other streams and Instagram. Yep, super active on Instagram. I see your posts all the time. I was like, WTF, really? Well, there you go. Do you not give them to Priscilla anymore? I know that was kind of your way to deal with them, because she has a bunch of puffers. People pay 50 cents per ram. Oh, man, really? That's almost, I mean, I guess it depends on how many you can sell, but that's ridiculous. I think Dan's Get Gills have Empire Gudgeons right now. Yeah, but I don't have in-store credit there. That's the problem. I only have in-store credit with my local fish store. Terry is here. Hello, Terry. Greetings and salutations. Excuse me. Greetings and salutations, Terry. Kathy says, I just went through my tanks and threw away a bunch of ram's horn snails. They absolutely destroy my plants. I would take them. My puffer, Potato, the dragon puffer, has anchor worms. Can you believe that? And I have never had to deal with anchor worms before. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know how he got them. I don't know where they came from. But he's got anchor worms. And at first, I thought they were Hydra, because I've never seen anchor worms in person before. And I was like, is there really Hydra growing on my puffer? Well, at first, I thought it was a fungal infection, because at first, it was just like little white spots. And so I treated... I don't remember which one. But anyway, so I treated for a fungal infection. And then they all started, like, their hands started coming out. And I was like, really? Hydra on my puffer? You don't move that often that you actually have Hydra growing on you? But no, it was anchor worms. How did you diagnose the anchor worms? It's pretty obvious once you see them at this point. Like I said, at first it just looked like white fuzz, like fuzzy patches. But now it's blatantly obvious they're anchor worms. Friday Fish Fact says, I've seen your snails at Aquarium and they're gorgeous. Mine are plain brown ones. Yeah, it's crazy that people are like getting colors and breeding certain colors of ram's horns. Ram shorn or ram's horn? Probably horn. If you had Dan's fish store credit, how many Empire Gudgeons would you get? Asking for a friend. Well, it depends on how much my credit was. But for my 125, I'm going to hopefully get 6 of them and hope that I can come out with a pair. I have had really bad luck and got 6 of all the same sex before, but hopefully these will come in pairs. Only thing I found for anchor worms was copperade. We'll see. I got some stuff on eBay that you guys will see in a video in a little while, but yeah, he's not affected by it. Well, obviously he's affected by it, but it doesn't really... It hasn't like affected his moods, or he's still the same. He still gets really excited when he sees me because he knows he's getting fed. So he's definitely more active than he used to be. So it hasn't really changed his behavior at all. But it's still kind of disturbing seeing these big things growing on your puffer fish. I just saw your old video on who Potato is. Such a cutie. Yeah, and he's really come out of his shell, which is nice. I want to get some ram's horns. Again, because I want to get some puffers. I have pink, never seen blue and purple. I have brown. Brown and tan. I don't know that I can't say the scientific name, but if you just Google dragon puffer, it'll come up. But yeah, I cannot do the scientific names. Freddy Fishback says, check out Ray's channel, Candy. She has lots of colors. And Ray streamed for the first time on Sunday. I happened to be out in the middle of nowhere, so I could barely stop in every once in a while. But hopefully that'll become a regular thing on your channel, Ray. I got some from my LFS. They're almost brown looking at a distance. I had some brown ones. Yeah, all mine are brown. I mean, in my area to buy. Well, I think she does ship. I'm just saying. Tomorrow I'm going to try putting sweet potato in the tank to try and grow it and everything. Saw Foo the Flower Horns vid and had to try it. Yep, that video has gone crazy. Have you had to trim the Amazon puffer's teeth? So I've only owned one Amazon puffer. This tank is not mine. It was sent in by a viewer. And it was a long time ago. And I had like unlimited supply of snails, so I never had to trim his teeth. Bracken says, what? I missed Ray streaming. I need to be on YouTube more. Yep. Streamed on Sunday. First ever live stream. You need pygmy sunfish candy for sure, especially the colorful. Oh, I love pygmy sunfish. I miss mine. I probably had mine for close to 2 years. Aquascaping 101 says, I'm trying to ship in a dragon puffer. I found a site that has like 3 or 4 rare species. Yeah, the wet spot tropical fish has a lot of species for sale right now. At least they did. I haven't been on the website in a while. I don't know if they still do. Life in Liquid says, doesn't General Cure work on anchorworms? No, it did not for me. So I hit it with General Cure, Icax, and erythromycin at first, and then I hit it with, this is the one I can't remember. I can't remember which fungus one I used when I thought it was a fungus. But anyways, none of them worked. Thinking about starting Stardew Valley or Subnautica Sundays. Stardew is a great game to play together. I've never heard of any of those, and I never even heard of that one game you were playing until I saw you playing it. But anyways, so yeah, so she plays a video game while she's streaming and then takes questions off her community tab. Or somewhere. I guess I just assumed it was a community tab. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So you still talk fish, but she is gaming. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the wet spot. Yeah, well, there you go. When I free up one of these tanks, I want to get some Amazon puffers or Fahaka. Still got to decide. Well, just know that, I mean, obviously you probably know, but Fahakas get really big. Steenfott Aquatics, so much regret in that voice. We will see you play. Will we see you with some pygmy sunfish soon? Yes. So I got the pygmy sunfish a long time ago. I have a 135 gallon acrylic tank that I'm now using as a sump in my 240. The dream of that tank when I originally got it was to turn it into like a native tank. And so I got like rainbow shiners. I got some of those. I got all these fish for a native tank, and then I just never did it. But I still kept the fish in a 30 gallon. So the rainbow shiners were in my 125 rainbow tank, which is now gone. And then the pygmy, I got the Okefenokee pygmy sunfish. I just kept in a 30 gallon, and they're really cool, and they color up really nicely too. Has anyone bought from the Cichlid Shack out of Arizona? Terry, I have not, but I have heard good things about them, but I personally have not, so no personal experience. Dwayne Kitchell is here late, but what did I miss on the main topic? You'll have to rewind. You'll have to be kind and rewind. I think I still have that DVR feature turned on, but I don't think I want to get into another rant. Death of Legacy says, what's your bucket list fish that you're still looking for? Boy, I think we covered this last week too, but it's the Bentochromis tricotti. Bentochromis tricotti, which is a Tanganyikan fish, Lake Tanganyika. I want to say they get about 12 inches if I remember right. But just Google it. It's a really beautiful fish. I got 2 Charlotte puffers from there last week. Very, very nice puffers. A puffer that I still don't own, but I need to. Why do I have so many notifications? Why? What? I don't even know what you're talking about, Jimmy. I don't know that you're still here, but I have no idea what you're talking about, Jimmy. Thomas Pasco, just like normal after they settle in. What did I miss? What did I miss? Aquarium Cowboy says, I need 100%. Oh, wait. I 100% need puffers in the future. Trying to set up my fish room now. They are great. Oh, wait. There it is. When you quarantine, how often do you feed? I still feed every day. Some people don't feed when they quarantine. I always do. Like that first initial like quarantine of dosing the first 48 hours. Benthochromous. Yep, benthochromous. Anyway, so some people don't feed in that first 48 hours, but I just feel like normal. Mandolin FSU, the gecko says, literally bought Stardew because of your stream, and I'm playing it now. Love it. It looks like an old 8-bit Nintendo game. Like, it's kind of weird to me that these like 8-bit games or 8-bit style games are like the thing right now. Shalalala puffers. Yeah. Yep. That's the common name in case you didn't know. I got a little bit left. I got backup though. Don't worry about it. Rio, what's going on, buddy? I hit the like. Did you? Thanks for the heads up. Dwayne, forgot to hit the thumbs up. We got 83 likes out of 100. There's 180 people here? What in the world? Wait. I almost checked. You almost fooled me into checking, and I would have blue screened my computer. I'll take your word for it. We haven't had that many in a long time. Maybe I should, like, have a topic for all my streams. Show don't to I. Show den to I. Show den to I. Show den to I. I like shalalala puffer better. I always feed when I QT. I like to think it helps reduce stress. Don't hit the button, Bob. Yeah, I almost did. It looks like I asked if it was Farmville myself. Mega Aquarium rocks. Meg Aquarium rocks. It's a good topic. Lots of scammers are lurking. Yeah. So we normally get like 120, 130. So we got like 50 scammers in here, all just waiting to see if I'm going to call them out. I don't know. It just sucks that people like that take advantage. This hobby is already expensive enough, and yet you have people out there just trying to exploit it. It's ridiculous. DPK Fish Aquarium says, also Clout does well for anchorworms and lower doses, especially on scaleless fish. Right now, shows 166 watching. Let's see, called them out and 20 of them left. And says, order some guppies on eBay, and is erythromycin, general cure, and ICX all I do to medicate, or should I do some Metroplex and fish bendazole food to deworm? Honestly, Anne, I would just do erythromycin, general cure, and ICX, and I wouldn't really worry about it. I've actually scaled back to only using general cure on new fish, and then keeping them in my quarantine tank for 2 weeks and observing them, and if I see anything suspicious, then I'll hit them with everything. But as of right now, when I get new fish, I just hit them with general cure. Mainly because erythromycin is stupid expensive. So now I kind of wait. I keep them in there. Before, I was always very impatient when I got new fish, and sometimes I would just throw them right in the new tank. We've all done it, whether you want to admit it or not. We've all bought fish and just thrown it right in our tank. So I've done that, and then I would quarantine for 2 days and then throw them in there because I was just, like I said, I'm impatient. Now I've kind of chilled back a second. I've had my auto sinkless in quarantine for like 3 weeks, maybe even longer. So I've got all these fish that have been in quarantine for a really long time, and just got to chill out and relax a little bit, I guess. You need an expert to come look at your computer, then you can get a new mouse after you throw your computer off the roof. Yeah, I don't need, it doesn't need to be looked at. This computer I'm live streaming on is about 9 years old. So, yeah. I ordered racer nearite snails and some plants from on Arizona Aquatic Gardeners. What should I expect? Has anyone had good experiences with them? I don't know what you can expect. You're just gonna have to wait and find out. Zenzo ordered his why do I always forget the fish? This happened last time. Anyways, he ordered his fish from there and they didn't show up for like a week and they were dead except for one of them. So my Cory cat spawned the other day. I'm hoping for babies, as long as no one's eating the eggs. Normally there's enough of them that a few of them will survive. So yeah, as long as anything's not eating the eggs, you should be all right. Raise Aquarius says, Mandolin FSU, ha, you'll get it. You'll get it. I've lost many nights of sleep to that game, so be careful. Mud skippers. I don't know why I can't. Well, I know why I can't remember, but don't need to go there. The Aquarium Cowboy says, I tried to use as little meds as possible, saves money, and I like to think some meds hurt them. I think it's stressful. Like, do you guys like taking medication? No. So it's got to be stressful. So you just try to minimize it. I'm a bit impatient. I know I should quarantine, but I never do. Yeah, we've all been there. Skippers in mud. Did I hear you say you only use hang-on backs for circulation, no media? Yes and no. So the only thing I put in my hang-on back filters, you must have watched a really old video, but the only thing I use my hang-on backs for is one for circulation, but mainly for mechanical. So they're not empty. All right, I do put like filter floss in there, batting, stuff like that, and just like I said, just mechanical filtration, not biological, or like chemical filtration. You know, no carbon. Most of my tanks have sponge filters, so I do not need biological filtration in the hang-on back filter. And the beneficial bacteria grows on everything in your tank. So once your tank's been up for a while, there's already beneficial bacteria all over everything. So that extra surface space in your hang-on back filter is really not needed, in my opinion. So yeah, I just use like batting for mechanical. Some people love meds so much they take it for fun. yeah, that always ends well for them too, I bet. Grinded fresh ginger and garlic mix in fish foods will expel parasites. Yeah. So when you get like medicated food, a lot of it has garlic in it. I feel like I'm slowly sinking down in my chair. Bob, I think you should live stream Stardew Valley instead of PUBG on your other channel. I have a feeling it would be comedic gold. I was watching her play and I still I think the first time she was just like planting some shrubs or something. And then I logged in a second time and she was just fishing. And I don't know, man. I need something a bit more fast paced than that. Have you been on hiatus or have I just been missing the shows? You've been missing the shows. I have not missed a Monday live stream ever. So yeah. Always Monday, always 5 p.m. PST. I think like 3 years running now. There was one show that I was not in, but the show still went on with Corey and Jimmy. Were stand-ins. But yeah, I have not missed a Monday live stream ever on this channel. Yeah, doing daily siphoning for now. Oh, what did I miss? I missed something. RJL says, bought 3 new panda guppies from Petco 2 weeks ago. Put them in a 20-gallon with blue type, now 90% dead, but females dropped fry before death, now medicated. Well, hopefully you can save the fry. Anything I would get from Petco, I would probably quarantine. I quarantine only with Melifix and Pimafix. If I see specific issues, I medicate appropriately. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Ray says, I concur with Mandolin FSU. We love to see what kind of character you'd make in Stardew. I heard you talking about like the 2 types of characters, the most ridiculous or one that resembles you. I would make a ridiculous one. Just as you have planted your seed in the ground, I will plant my seed in you. Yeah. That is an Office reference, actually. Oh my god, that was Bob. To Bob, get over it. He knows what I mean. Yep. If you guys don't know where that reference is from, The Office, and I don't know what you guys are doing with your life, but you need to go watch The Office. I mean, plain and simple. Jimmy, actually, no, we won't even. I won't even get into that. Uh, Jace Aquatics says, "Sorry to hear about your car, Jimmy." Yeah, Jimmy's car fell apart while he was driving it. Like, the axle, his front, I think it was your front axle, was like, "Screw this guy, I'm going home," and just went away. Bob gonna be bad Bob on the scammers. Yeah. Well, what's funny is that gem company actually follows me on Instagram. I wonder if they've blocked me by now. How many Senegal bikers can I keep in a 55 gallon? They don't get very big at all. You could probably definitely do a couple of them in there. Interesting about ginger and garlic, about how much and how often for dose. And I think garlic is sometimes also used as a stimulant, right? To get fish to eat. $1,333 to fix. Jimmy, I would have made him round up to $1,337, and I would have said because I'm leet. Fell apart while he was driving. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I had my so I had my front axle break on me, fall off, and I still drove it home, and ended up having to replace both front axles because I drove it home. If I would have towed it, then I would have only had to replace one. But yeah. Anyways, Bob, with you breathing down your tanks and setting up larger breaking down your tanks and setting up larger ones in place, how long will it be before you have your own 800 gallon? Well, knowing how much that 800 gallon cost, I would say maybe at like 200,000 subscribers, I could afford one. Just a minch of each one, put it in a grinder. There you go, Donna. I don't know. I would want like a 10-foot tank versus. So my ideal tank would be like 12 feet long, but they don't make acrylic sheets that long. I'm pretty sure the longest you can get is 10. So I would want like a 10-foot tank that's like 3 by 3 by 10. That's what I would want. Random pointless food update no one asked for. I thought I could handle spicy food. I cannot. You're gonna get the ring sting. You're gonna end up with the ring sting and not have a good night. So I bought some Pearl Danios a while back and bought Neon Cardinal Tetras 2. Surprisingly lost 2 Tetras. Fins nipped off. Are the Pearl Danios fin nippers. I have live plants, no decorations. Most Danios can be kind of nippy. I'm not saying they always are, but yeah, they can be a little nippy at times. That should be enough for 3 days if you mix it with olive oil and the extract mix with the oil so it'll stick to the flake food. Let's all get Bob the 200,000 sub bandwagon. Yeah. I've been growing very slowly. So the amount of new subscribers is really high. So I get like 2,000 new subscribers a month, but I also lose about 1,000 subscribers a month. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, but you know, I don't really care. How much is each subscriber worth on YouTube? Not very much. So let's ballpark this out. Say I have 35,000 subscribers. Where's my phone? Let's figure this out. Now, obviously, this is like not like an exact science, right? Because a lot of subscribers are useless. There's a lot of people that have like dead accounts and things like that. So really, the only subscriber that's worth money is the one that watches your videos. Because I've seen channels with like, there's this one channel, I wish I could remember what it was, but it has like 600,000 subscribers, but they get like a quarter of the views that my channel gets. So, but really, let's figure out what my subscribers are worth if I can find the calculator tools. All right, it should be pretty easy to figure out. Oops. Let's go. 35,000 subscribers. Wait. I did that backwards. So each of my subscribers are worth, last month, 15 cents. Is that right? I better double check that. Oh, that's not even close to being right. It's 1.5 cents. 0.015. Yep. So 1.5 cents. Ish. I'm rounding. So each of my subscribers is worth 1.5 pennies. 52% of non-subscribed people watch my channel. Mine's like 73%. Mr. Science Geek says, I unsubscribed to Bob just to get the enjoyment of subscribing to him again. It's like Christmas every day. Yep. Bracken says, I think I need to just build a concrete tank like Joey and make it like 10,000 gallons. Just get a pool. Swisky, I have love and prayers. Good thing you didn't money. Might be waiting a while. You didn't $sign. So now each one of my subscribers is worth 1.6 pennies. Thank you, Joel, with the $1.50 super chat. Bringing up the average. What did Swisky say? I feel like I missed something from Jimmy. Jimmy, what are you doing on Wednesday? I think I need to... Yep. Swisky, I don't need your monies. I just need your love. That sounds like an 80s song, except it would be the other way around. I don't need your love. I need your money. Jamie McDonald says, I watch all of Candy Overhaul's videos. Lumpy Dog says, I only participate in chat to make bad jokes and mock Bob from the safety of my couch. Bert says, not necessarily a scam, but Co-op has recently downsized the Easy Green bottle and kept the same price. Corey and I spoke about this, but I still think it's unscrupulous. No slander intended. Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he just lowered the price of Easy Green to $14.99. So there are two sizes of Easy Green. There's the nano size and then the regular size. But the price has been dropped to $14.99. So I don't know that that's correct, Bert. I'm giving you my 2 cents whether you want it or not. Really, if everyone gave me 2 cents, I would like almost double my revenue. Squisky says, Wednesday I pick up my car. Can we go to the zoo? I won't get off work early enough to go to the zoo. But we could do something after. I get off work at 3:30. And we still need to take Jessica that gimbal. So we're going to go take pictures of pretty cars. Get something to eat. McKinney says, nope, the Easy Green is now at $14.99. Yep. Did you buy the nano bottle by mistake? Can I go to the zoo with y'all? Swisky, I'll buy the ice cream. I think you're kind of far away. The small size is double the concentration. There you go. You must have changed it recently. I stand corrected. Easy Green is twice as concentrated now. You only need half as much. Pick up the prints, Bob. Well, yeah. I mean, I need to come there, get the prints. We need to get you the money for your gimbal. So, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we can do. Infinite Awareness says, just use dry fertilizer like I do so you control the amount you want to use. Yes, I am using dry fertilizers. Whoa, that was weird. Why does that mess up my green screen? Now it doesn't. That was weird. I used to work at a zoo. Fun times. I would love to work at a zoo, but the pay is ridiculously low. And the requirements are ridiculously high. So, not a very good ratio. The pay wouldn't be that big of an issue if I didn't have to drive to Seattle. But I ain't driving to Seattle for like $12 an hour. Swisky says, people, the prints this month are sweet as tangerines. I think the Easy Green is concentrated now for shipping efficiency. Yep. Loving the contrast in the tank behind you. It's a really good tank. Thoughts on Eco Complete? It is my favorite planet substrate. I work at a zoo filled with middle schoolers. That's definitely true. Hey, do you still have that tank set up? Why am I losing my green screen randomly? Anyways, Mr. Science Geek, do you still have that tank set up? I want to work at a fish store. LG3 Nation says, I joined late. Is this Coast Gem USA the one in San Diego area? Yes, the one in California is the only one I know of. So maybe Kasha or Ray can clarify. But yeah, it's the only Coast Gem USA that I know of is the one that's in California. I'm turning in my application for LFS. It's expanding in my city. Plus, they're going to work with my schedule since I already have a full-time job. Score. Nice. Nice. I'm never going to do retail again. I spent a long time in retail. Steenfott Aquatics. Yes, my coworker does still have your tanks for teachers tank set up. It has gone through some fish changes, but yes, awesome. I think total we got 5 tanks set up during that, so that's pretty cool. There, I lost my green screen again. Gotta go back and forward and make it come back. Oh. That's so weird. That's so weird. Maybe my light's off? Check this light. Oh. All right. Oh, no. That's so bizarre. Corey should just concentrate it down to a powder and let people mix it in a 12-ounce bottle when they get it. Now that is being efficient. I mean, there are dry ferts. We need to ask questions using hard to pronounce words just to watch Bob struggle to read the comment. I'll just make up my own word. Corey should just concentrate. Oh, I already read that one. Mr. Pleco, where the funk you at? I have the best job in the world. I'm going to do it as long as I possibly can. Do you care to share what you do, Jamie? I wish I worked at a fish store part-time. I don't know, man. I hear the horror stories of what goes on in a fish store as far as dealing with customers, and I don't want any part of that. Alluring Beta says, Steenfott Aquatics, what kind of gimbal do you recommend? I have no idea. That's a question for Swisky. I bought... Oh, here. Right here. Here's a gimbal right here. Let's take a look. So here's the brand. Zhiyun. And, let's see. Dinner time, gotta run. Oh, shoot, it is dinner time. Well, here, I'll show off this gimbal here real quick. This little weird thing that just kind of gimbals around that I bought. This was $200 I bought from Jimmy like 5 years ago, and I haven't used it once. This is probably the first time that it's been out of the box. So this was a pretty good investment, I would say. You can make it spin around. That's kind of cool. It's the most action this thing's seen in 2 years. So stupid. Seriously. Back in the box you go. I will take you out in another 2 years. Alright, there you go. Oh, what did he say? Zion Crane M for point and shoot shoots and GoPros. There you go. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Boop. Gotta find the sweet spot. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, don't... no. I almost had it. Okay, there. Alright, guys. That's going to do it for the stream. It is dinner time. I want to thank everyone for hanging out. And he thought the maid stole it. But yeah, anyways. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks to the Super Chatters, the new member. 3 more is all we need. And all the thumbs up, shares, likes, and just hanging out. Nice spinner. Anyways, I'll see you guys next Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thank you. And I hope you have a good week.